Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And today I am here to play with the Daisy Lane stamp set. And I have delved into my Use It Up box. There's not too much in there at the moment, being the beginning-ish of a catalogue. And I have been playing with a couple of things. Now this is just a card base that I've played with some pretty peacock ink on. So card base, don't know what we're going to do with it. And I did also grab out this. This is using the Floral Essence stamp set. And I'm going to use it for some, upside down Miss Jane. I'm going to use it for some colour inspiration and the daisy. Hey Donna, I'm so glad you caught me. Now you can card make while you watch me, now that you've found me. So I'm going to use it for some inspiration rather than using this piece, but I'm going to be using the Daisy Lane stamp set. If you're popping in, please say hi. So I'm not crafting by myself. I've got my husband vacuuming the car. Hey Jeannie, I've got one of the kids watching a movie and I think the other one's watching car racing. So it's just me here in my craft room. We're all at school holidays here in New South Wales in Australia. Hey Jennifer, and we're all occupied. So I've been playing with a bit of the Christmas Stampathon challenge for later this month, and so I've been playing with that. So I just went, I better come on before I get too engrossed in that project. Hey Sheila, trying to get ahead with some things. So yeah, playing with Daisy Lane, playing with my Use It Up box, grabbing a few things to get some inspiration. I've also used the Pattern Party decorative masks, so I won't be getting them out to use, but I did use them on the card base. So please say hello. So I'm not crafting by myself. What I am going to do now, I'm going to flick the camera over and see where this card base and stamp set take us. Yeah. Yeah, no, he doesn't mop. He vacuums well, he doesn't mop. But that's okay. He vacuums, well, he could mop well. Being blind, he's very systematic about the way he does things. So he could be good, but yeah, vacuuming the car, because I put too much crap in the car in the driver's seat apparently, and I said, well, you're lucky I drive. But I was just kidding with him, but yeah, it's, he just likes to potter. And that's what he's doing. Hey Deborah, thanks for joining. Okay, gonna flip you guys around rather than rabbiting on more. I can rabbit on and craft. So today is a beautiful day here after having rain the last couple of days. So it's nice to see some sunshine. Although I did manage to get all my washing done yesterday, which was good. Now, I'm also going to have to flick that so it's all the right way for you. Hey, Eileen, thanks for joining. Okay, and I haven't got myself up on my laptop so I can read your comments. Okay, that should be good. You're not picky. Yeah, no. Hey, Elizabeth. Oh. And I better mute myself so I don't hear myself in triplicate. And, well, double anyway. I will go turn off my light and we will get going. Okay. So, got the stamp set. Got my card base. So this is thick Whisper White, and I've used Pretty Peacock and a wedge of our Stampin sponges. They come in a big sponge, probably about that big, and I just cut off hunks. So I've sponged that. Actually thinking I may even make it a landscape card. Been doing quite a few landscape cards recently. Yeah, oh, You'll have to buy it, Eileen. It's a great stamp set. Okay, so I've got my inspiration piece, and I have used, and I'm going to grab out, sorry, just moving a few things here because I'll likely need that later, my scrap piece of paper. So I've used Rococo Rose, and I've already got my Pretty Peacock, and the green, I'm not sure what I used. Now, we are not using this stamp set. This is just some inspiration that I may use on the card. Hey, Kathleen. Oh, I'm happy to keep you company while you mop. I'm so sorry, you do have to mop. Hey, Chrissy. And I think I might leave my colours there for the moment and just see how we go. So I've taken my inspiration, so just to show you what I did use, and I may actually grab this just to use these leaves because I do like these leaves and they match better with the single daisy than the fern, so I may grab that. But this is made with the Floral Essence stamp set, so we'll just pop that to the side for the moment. Hey Deb, thanks for joining. So yeah, got my colour inspiration for there, but we'll use this on another project another time. So I've got my card base. I use my, and I will grab out the one I used so you can see it better. These are the Pattern Party decorative masks. Now you can use, as I said, the sponging. You can use our embossing paste. So I just use this one. We've got our clouds. We've got our like mandala. And we've got bricks. So sort of cover a lot with these, which is fantastic, and mine are very well used. Hello, Miss Rosalie, long time no see. I've missed seeing you. I know it's school holidays for, we've just started school holidays, but school holidays for a lot of people around Australia at the moment, so life is busy. Okay, Daisy Lane. I think I might start. I might use a big and a small one. We'll see how we go. So these are our cling mount stamps. So they cling beautifully. If I can move this out of the way. They just cling beautifully to our stamp sets. No need for major pushing like we used to with our clear mount sets. Now I know I want to use this little one. Now this doesn't have a punch or anything that goes with it, but I know I want to use this little baby as a fill-in for later. So I'll mount that up. Ready. So pop those up there, pop this here. Let's find some scrap Whisper White cardstock if I can. Vellum is not going to help us right this very second, but as you all know, I never discount vellum in my life. The Daisy Lane stamp set, yes, this is the new one. I think the other one was called Daisy Delight and I didn't own it, but this is the new stamp set in the catalogue. I am in Australia, Deborah. I am about an hour and a bit north of Sydney on the Central Coast. Hello, Miss Jamie. So yes, I sure am Aussie. I cannot put on an American accent to save my life. But my American friends do like to put on an Aussie accent and it's quite hilarious. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp 3 of these because when I make a daisy, I do like it to be a bit fuller than normal. I think 2's nice, but 3 makes it nice, full and fluffy. Oh yes, do sound very international. Hey Sue, thanks for joining. I'm thinking of the colour that I want, and if you hear a movie in the background, my son is watching Predator. And I'm laughing because I just walked by and saw a very young Arnold Schwarzenegger and went, whoa. You love my accent. See, I don't feel I have an accent. I feel all of you international people have an accent. Okay, I'm actually going to go Seaside Spray for my little ones. I'll close this up though before I do. And I've got still got a bit of a croak hanging on in my voice at the moment, so. And my mum's sick, so she was meant to be making dinner tonight and she just cancelled. She said, do you want me to come down? I said, no, you stay home and feel better. So she's got like bronchitis, which isn't good, and on antibiotics. And I went, no. Would help if I stamped this daisy a bit better, but nothing is perfect in nature. Okay, so I've stamped my 3 daisies each, and I think this is pretty much going to be lots of the new in colours actually. Ah, the UK, Jamie. Wow, I can't remember what they said when I was in the US, because that was like when I was a teenager. But they did often ask where our accent was from. No, we're not as posh as those in the UK. We're only in the colonies here in Australia. Okay, so yeah, so we've used 3 of the new colours, new in colours so far. So Seaside Spray, Rococo Rose and Pretty Peacock. And we will also be using, I think I'll grab out the terracotta tile as well. Okay, so when I was stamping these, I made sure they were straight up and down because that way they match perfectly with the dies. So this is the new medium daisy punch that goes with the smaller daisy. And I've also got here, new to me, because I didn't have the last daisy stamp set, this is the straight daisy punch. So just going to punch those out. And I may go quiet because my tongue needs to be in the right spot to get it all perfect. 1. And I can guarantee this punch is going to get caught in the paper. Because, oh, maybe not. On a roll. Now one of these can be completely dodgy because that'll be the bottom layer. I always predict one will be like totally dodgy. But that's okay. Choking on my own air here. Good morning, Miss Nicole and Miss Susan. How could you live here and not know that? Hang on. I've scrolled up and missed something. Hang on, you're who? Your cousin is the head of Rio Tinto, geology at Rio Tinto. Wow. That's very cool. Hi, Shirley. Shirley, where are you in Australia? I'm in Australia too, obviously. We've just been talking about accents. So I am on the Central Coast, New South Wales, Shirley. Interested to know where you are while I try and line this up as best I can. 1. Oh, your cousin's wife. Yeah. Geology is such an interesting subject, especially I more think of the history side and the like the archaeological digs side of geology. I'm a bit of a Time Team girl, which was a UK series. I know they did an American spin-off, but it wasn't as good in my eyes because I prefer or just America doesn't have as long of a history as the UK. Like a rock band or like my Lachlan and plays the trombone. Try and get this out without ripping the paper. I may just rip, yeah. Oh, that was momentous that I didn't rip that paper and I only did it right at the end. North Coast near Byron Bay, Ballina. Oh, it's raining again. Sorry, we sent up the rain. I'll blame that. Take the blame for that. We've been raining here the last couple of days. Okay, so I'm going to lay these up. I am going to use my Tombow glue just so then, hey Maddie, how are you? Hopefully you're with your mum and your mum can watch too, Maddie. Haven't seen you in forever. I hope life is treating you well. So what I do with these daisies, when I'm doing 3, so you can see I've left a gap for my 3rd petal. So then that way it looks nice and full. I wish I could. I wish I could send some rain your way. Oh, that's okay, Karen. I'm just playing with my Use It Up box items. Now the item from my Use It Up box is this card base. So you can see, oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't fluff my petals, but I can fluff my petals later. Let's just get them made. Actually, I'll show you how I fluff my petals on the little one. So you can use a bone folder for this. So a bone folder. But I can't, and I find it easier if I use a nail. So because this Whisper White cardstock is so smooth, I literally just run my fingernail along it and it just curves it up just a little bit. Now I normally just do this to the top 2 layers. It is a pretty daisy, Deborah. It's I just like the simplicity of it. I really do like the fern, but I am a bit perplexed about how a fern goes with the daisy. Well, it's good. I'm sort of doing my front garden at the moment, so the rain has been good, so all the compost that we put in has been well watered in, and I had some plants planted on Friday. I had a dwarf native ginger, which has beautiful pink flowers, or will do. That's the top one because that one's stamped the best. And I had another grassy flowering type plant, and I don't know its common name. I don't even know its uncommon name. And it has white flowers. I bought this, okay, very hot in Arizona, yes, and all our lovely demonstrator friends that are on the incentive trip are sweltering in Europe at the moment. Though I wouldn't mind it to be a touch warmer. This winter I'm sort of kind of dying from the cold because I've lost a whole adult person in the last year. So my body's not quite coping with the cold. Okay, so I can still fluff these leaves after the fact. I've just got to be careful that I don't pull off the petals. So I don't actually apply a lot of pressure. I'm literally just trying to get this curve and curl. So what I'm going to do with these two daisies, now that I've made them, I'll lay them out on the card, and then with this little daisy I'll stamp a couple directly to the card base, and I will see just as a filler. And I think I will use terracotta tile for that one. Sorry, I'm having to flick this over to find what is not the back one. This one may not look as good, but it'll still have some shape to it. Even though it's going to go in an envelope at some stage and it will be squashed, I just don't want it to be completely flat. Yeah, they do. It just gives them that extra dimension. Yeah, I think I've done 3 layers from the start, because when I tried the 2 layers, I just didn't like it. Okay, that's all fluffed. So it didn't take long, and I'll just pop those up there for the moment. Don't need the bone folder again. So I like that I've got this, like, it's almost like a pre-printed background or a piece of paper already. And I'm also sitting here thinking where I might like my sentiment as well. So I'm thinking I might want this daisy here, and I'll grab my terracotta tile. Oh, thank you for answering that. Totally missed that. Yes, Shirley, the guy I get it from in Australia is called Central Coast 3D Printing. But I would suggest that you let Google be your friend and look up like Tombow glue holder. Because I tried looking at them in the US and the postage was horrendous. So I took my little Tombow glue to my printer friend, and he went, yeah, I can make that up for you. And I showed him the pictures that I had found, and he sort of went, well, I can do this. I don't think that's particularly strong. And we sort of went from there. Do you know what? I'm going to ink this up, stamp it off, and put one at the bottom too. See, stamp on, stamp off. Nice. Crafters Solutions. Thank you, Karen, for helping there, because I just don't know. And I did put it upside down purposely, if anyone's wondering. Although that is really covered up. And I think do I need leaves? This is my next question. And my sentiment is going to be in full strength Pretty Peacock, because that one's not full strength. Okay, thank you, Jamie, for picking up that comment. I'm just going back. Yeah, these are about $10 in Australia. But I made a number. Yeah, totally. Although I think I asked him to make 10, because I did give them to my team as gifts. Yeah, recently. I think nearly all my level ones do have one. You like leaves. But do I do the fern, or do I grab the leaves out of Floral Essence? See, I keep on liking the ones out of Floral Essence. I don't know why, I just like these leaves. I think I'm going to be using them on like everything. Okay, grab a block, and I think, keeping with the colour scheme, I will use Pretty Peacock for the leaves, and I think I just need like 2 clusters poking out. Stamp this off, make sure it's stamping well, and thinking like there. That works well there. Turn the card around. I hope you really, God, this movie is getting loud, that Mr. Owen's watching, and one there. And what I'm going to grab as well, I'm going to fill these leaves in a little bit. Just going to grab an aqua painter and just pick up some of the ink. I'm not trying not to get it too wet, but just picking up a touch of the ink on the edges and just filling it in a touch. That's a good little technique when you don't want too much colouring in, but you just want a hint of. Purple Posy is still out, Shirley. Yes, the Floral Essence leaves. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely agree there. I'm glad I used them. I think they just suit better than the fern. Although I'm not opposed to the fern. I just don't see how it goes well with the daisies. But that's okay. That's just me. Okay. I think I am almost ready to stick these down. And I am keeping with my wet glue, so then I've got some wiggle room and they don't stick down straight away, because I'm liable to change my mind. Because I'm a woman and we can do those things. Okay, so that one up there, and this one can sort of tuck in. What? See, wiggle room. This one can kind of tuck in there, and I may even just grab my scissors and fluff out a couple of these petals. If I can get under it here. This petal's like absolutely, gotcha. So I just want to sort of, I don't know. Yeah, that's better. That's better. And then if I find them too fluffy, I can just pop them down. Now, liking that so far. What's just too large, Deborah? Oh, the leaf. The leaf. No, it was just stuck. That's why I can use some persuasion in my scissors. Okay, so I've used your It's Time to Shine quite a bit. Friend or Smile? I don't know. I don't know. And now I was going to pop it up the top, but there is actually more room at the bottom now. Don't even know to put it on like a different coloured piece of paper. and just have it come in as a flag. I might do that actually. Smile friend. Ooh, so, yeah, but would you put the smile up here, then the friend? Or I actually have a bit of an idea that I can use the fern down in this corner as like a place setting for the friend. Bear with, have an idea. Hey Roseanne, long time no see. Okay, so grab this out. Dropping all the things over here. So I'm inking this up in Peacock, Pretty Peacock, but I'm actually going to stamp it off twice. And then, only because I'm stamping off, and then I'm just going to pop it here so it's a lot lighter. Probably could have even done one more stamping off actually. Friend does fit well in the bottom corner though. Yeah, it does. Hey France. Oh, it is a great set. Thank you so much for popping in. But I'm thinking, my mind, I may have to cover up what I'm about to do. But it's okay. It's coverable. And keep on getting ink on my hand. I'm going to have to pull off a stamp because I need, yeah. Pull off a stamp, pop it over there. Right, we have friend. We're going to go over with Rococo Rose and hope to pray this works. If not, I will grab out another ink pad. Not another ink pad. I'm going to grab out something else. So stamp it, make sure it's stamping nice on a scrap piece of paper. And pray. Leave it there for a few seconds for the ink. I don't mind that. Now, what do we want in the centers of these? I have a few options. I'm thinking something, oh yay! Oh, ice cream. No, sequins aren't going to help me. Neither are the sail away trinkets. Of course, it's going to be the last one. So I have the Perennial Essence. Sorry, just grabbing all my options out so you can see all my options. So I have the Faceted Gems. I'm just trying to find my silver ones of those, which I know are in here because I only used them the other day. Clusters of Tiny Pearls. Have I got your address? Have you got my address? I think I do, Nicole. Why? Oh, you'd like this card. Ha, hint, 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 hint. Right. I even know your birthday, Nicole. You get a birthday card off me every year. Sorry, I'm just turning off the heater because I'm getting a bit flushed and warm. Could you... Oh, yes, because I have my blends. So, in my blends for the flower centers, I can use Seaside Spray. So the blue, the Rococo Rose, which is the rose, I can use Pretty Peacock, or I can use, oh, I'm going to make purple centers. Ha ha, yes. You are so smart, Jamie. so smart. And I did this yesterday, but that isn't coming out till later. Okay, Stampin' Blends. So even though we don't have Purple Posy ink, we have Purple Posy in other ways. So I am going to use a little one. I'm going to, is that working? It is working. It's working. It just takes a tiny little bit of time to colour up. And I'll colour up this one. And then we have a little touch of purple. And that way we have used all 5 ink colours on one card. Look at us go. And I'm just let that dry and just popping on another layer. So this is the dark Purple Posy in the Stampin' Blend. These look so pretty. I will show you. Yes, the faceted ones for the flower centers. Yes, they're not going to be totally realistic as in having a purple flower center, but that's how life goes, hey. Okay, so I'll put away the Perennial Essence ones. I'll put away the gold ones. So you can buy them in gold or silver, but as you can see, the silver ones are extremely versatile. Now, where am I? These, while I have an ink pad open, I am going to give it a close. Right, told it who was boss. And I have a little one. So these are self-adhesive. And I'm going to put the little one in the center here. And I'm going to, maybe that's a bit little, but do you know what? We're just going to make it work, aren't we? Yes. Because what is it? It's handmade, not Hallmark. Scissor under and pop it up. That's it. Oh, that is way too small. What do? Do I just leave it and make it work? Oh, do you know what I could do? I could punch. Hey, Mandy, long time no see. Do you know what I might do to soften this one in particular? I'm going to grab out my ruler. I'm going to, in inches, see how big this is. This is 1/2 inch. I am going to punch out a vellum circle. I told you I'd find a reason to use vellum on this card, because what is a card that Ellen makes without vellum? It's just going to soften that center. Where's my 1/2 inch? It's just going to soften it because use 3. No. I don't have many left. I'm going to have to add them to my order. Just go with me, Jamie. Just go with me and believe in me. Just go with the flow. Tiny bit of glue. I'm going to pop this in the center so you can see it's softened it already. Could I see 3 just ain't gonna work. Where the glue, would you believe, stayed on my scissors. Jeez, I'm special today. All I'm trying to do is finish my card and it's not working for me. Right. Guess what? It's time for a new glue dot. And this one is now going to stick to me and not go in the bin. Okay. This one doesn't want to come off my nail. Yes, I love the softness of vellum too. Like, I didn't need it so much on the little one, but on this big one it was just quite stark. So new glue dot, pop that in the center, pop this in the center. And the other thing I'm actually thinking of doing is adding another layer of purple posy, because we can never have too much purple posy. Oops. And I knew that was going to happen, and I have a plan. I wouldn't mind colouring just around these with the light purple posy to make it all work. Oh, I'm just making it work, Eileen. I don't know this. Look, vellum wasn't in the plan of this card. It really, really wasn't. Especially on this baby, because I just stuffed it. Just trying to make it work. I keep on losing all the purple in this little one here. Ah, that's better. Using the dark one on the vellum actually works really well. There you go. You can't tell now. Haha. And yes, you can use your blends on vellum. It works really well. Right. Done, done, done. Yes, I could, Miss Jane. Yes, I could, only because I happen to have the purple posy ink. But not everyone else in the world has the defective ink pad. But I do like your thinking. I do like your thinking. Okay, lid on all of this. I did have a sponge here on my table. Right. Oops, losing my daisy. Sorry, bringing this over because I like Jamie's idea. Hi, Shannon. Thank you so much. It's already a card base. This is the problem, unless I grabbed a butterfly from the Butterfly Wishes stamp set and put a little butterfly up here. And I can show you how not so great this ink is, and the reason why we're not selling it to customers. But I can just make it work. There's a problem with the ink formulation. That's the long and the short of it. It's the ink formulation. It's not right. It's not like our other inks. So you are not seeing this. We are just making it work. It is very, very, very foamy and squelchy. Yes, that's right, Jennifer, foamy, but I like to use the wording squelchy. So, hold on, the only way I can make it work, and this way we're actually ending up making an in-colour card. It's just got the weirdest, I just got that over my whole hand. I don't know, you probably can't hear it, but even sounds foamy when I'm buttering my ink pad. I'm just trying to get the least amount as possible because, like, you can see how foamy it is here on my, it's not right. They are fixing it. And once they have fixed it and they are happy, oh, look, it's so foamy. Right. This is not going to be perfect, but we are just going to make it work. The worst thing is this is a distinctive stamp set as well. So there it is. Just a very light Actually, I really like that. It just evens it out. I made it look good, but I'll show you. I made that butterfly look good, but even after me buttering that ink pad, yeah, really weird. Yeah, I know. But I would never let one of my customers use this ink pad because it's not the normal quality, and that's why Stampin' Up pulled it, because they knew it wasn't the normal quality that that we are after. Yes, I love the Butterfly Wishes stamp set. It's got 3 distinctive butterflies. We've got this one, and this one matches in our butterfly. Oh, actually, I think these two both match in our butterfly duet punch. But these ones are beautiful. I like that they're in flight. So this one looks as though it's coming in to land. Yeah, but that's our card, girls. I know. I have done this. I used this stamp on my bookmarks that I made customers, so I knew I could get it to work. It just wouldn't be as perfect as other times I have used it. So let's have a look at what we used. So let me close that terracotta tile ink pad. So we ended up using all 5 in colours in some way. We used the Daisy Lane stamp set. We used the clear faceted gems, and we used the medium and large daisy punch. And we used the purple posy Stampin' blend. So I'm just trying to get these there so you girls can see. So that is everything we've used. Oh, and we used the masks as well, but they're not going to fit. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Karma. I didn't see you pop in. The ink crossed over from a parallel universe. Oh, Jennifer, I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, the punches are good. Didn't I say punches? No, not bad for... So that card base was in my use it up bin because the card I was originally working with, it didn't work with. So, yeah. And the leaves, yes. And the leaves from the Floral Essence stamp set. So we did sort of add in a couple of other stamp sets just with some single stamps, but I did mainly use the Daisy Lane. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you guys for joining me on Sunday. I'm going to go back to doing oh, that's okay, Philomena. Please do watch the replay. I do appreciate all my replay viewers. I'm going to go back to my Christmas Stampathon challenge and get that ready for the 25th of this month. Oh, thanks, Jamie. You're really talented too. We need to organise a video with you and me, Miss J. With you and me. Yes, it's a beautiful bundle, Philomena. So the bundle is the Daisy Lane and the medium punch, because this was bundled with the Daisy Delight stamp set last catalogue, and both are still available. So thank you, girls. I hope to be back next week. Oh yeah, next week. It won't, most likely won't be Tuesday. Oh, Jeannie, we are just signing off. We are all going well. We've had a lot of fun this evening today. But yeah, Tuesday I have a lot of appointments with my kids being school holidays. So yeah, hopefully I will catch you all soon. Thanks for joining. Bye.